guys, it's Krista from Playing with a Purpose. Last week we talked all about weather, and I'm just cleaning up some of the things that we used last week, and I thought I would show you some of the materials that we had out. If you're new here, my name is Krista and I'm a child care provider for up to 5 children, and on my channel you'll find tips and tricks, all things related to childcare, shopping hauls, and the odd family vlog. Our science table was set up super simple with just a few materials on it. This week I just added a book about weather, a couple of different sensory bottles. This one's sunshine and this one's rain. And I just dyed them yellow and blue, and I added some yellow pom-poms in this one for the sunshine. And the rain one, I just added some little crystals in the bottom. And you can really add anything you want, but I like the way these ones flowed in the water. They also make a little bit of a sound like rain. I found these little clouds at the Dollar Tree, and this one's a mirror, and this one has a little light switch in it. So these are super cute to put on your science table when you're studying weather. I also have this little tornado bottle that's super fun for the children to stir up, and then they can see a little tornado inside the bottle. And then also on our science table, I just added a little bucket with water, a little person dressed in a raincoat, and then this little cloud. So this is a great little toy to experiment with water, but if you wanted to look for this cloud yourself, it's from the company PLU and then idle with 2 little dots. So you put the cloud underwater and then you let it fill up through this little hole. And then once it's full, you put your finger on top and you lift it up like this. And then when you lift your finger, it rains. And when you put your finger on top, it stops raining. So it's a fun little toy to just put at your science table if you're doing a weather theme. I have a couple of fun books that we read, and one of the ones I always like to read is Storms. Some children are afraid of storms because of the loud sound, so it's a great time to talk about those feelings and integrate feelings into learning about weather. Sometimes we want to ignore things that make children scared, but I think it's really empowering for children to really talk about the things that they're afraid of. So that way we can help them with strategies to help them overcome some of those fears. So I think facing some of those things are important. So talking about storms during your weather unit is a great way to build in social emotional development. Another book I love to take out during our weather unit is The Big Umbrella. This is a really great book about inclusion. And then another one I love is the classic Little Cloud by Eric Carle. And there's some really fun art projects that you can do along with this book, and I just thought I would show you. A really fun, easy project to do with your children after reading Little Cloud by Eric Carle is paint squish art. So if you're not familiar, you literally give the children a piece of paper and you put a blob of white paint on it, and then you fold the paper in half, and then you just let the children rub it and squeeze it and push the paint all around. And then when they think they're finished, they open it, which is always fun because there's an element of surprise, and they decide what they think their cloud looks like at the bottom of their art. And this little girl said it looks like a fish cloud, and I definitely see it. You can see that this looks like a tail, and so that's super cute. This little one called his a beautiful cloud, and this is adorable because it really brings out his little personality. So I think this is super cute. And this little one called hers an upside down monster. And at first I was a little confused, but when I flipped over the paper, I could definitely see where she was coming from. So you can see the mouth and the eyes. Super cute. The last one, she called hers a rocket ship cloud, and you can definitely see a rocket ship. So I always think that's a super fun, simple activity. It doesn't take a long time, but it's great because it helps the children use those finger muscles, squishing the paint around, and it's also great to build on the children's imaginations. other one that I love to do is just letting the children glue pom-poms on a cloud shape. For my youngest children, I cut out the cloud shape for them, and then they just simply glued on some cotton balls. And for my older littles, I really love to use this opportunity for cutting practice. And so I have them cut out their own cloud shape, and then they glue their pom-poms on. I wanted to work on counting with my two oldest, and I just made this super simple chart with numbers on the side. And then I had these little rainbow stickers. So I had the children practice their one-to-one correspondence by sticking stickers next to the corresponding number. So this was a super simple activity. And then one of my favorite classic rainbow crafts is just giving the children a sheet of paper with the rainbow colors already on it. And then the children will just have little squares that they can glue on their rainbow. For the older children, I actually like to do directed drawing for this so that they actually make their own lines, and then they can go ahead and do theirs. And I just wanted to show you this adorable little piece of art. This little girl, when she was finished her art, said, "Miss Krista, I made a rainbow cat." So you can see that she made her rainbow, but she wanted to make it her own. And so she went ahead and put some eyes and a nose and some whiskers and little ears. And I just think this is super cute. I just love to see the children expressing themselves through art. And the last little craft we did was these little raindrops. You can use contact paper for this, but I used laminating sheets. And I just gave the children some tissue paper in light blue, dark blue, and white. And the children just stuck it on the inside of a raindrop. And then we just put it through the laminator, and they turned out super cute. These actually serve as a really cute decoration for your classroom up in your windows. And you can see that each one is a little bit different. This little one wanted to make sure she filled out all the spaces of her raindrop. And a really quick, easy math, do-it-yourself rainbow idea is to just grab yourself the colors of the rainbow in felt and make yourself a rainbow. So the red piece is obviously going to be your biggest piece, and then you'd make your orange piece just a little bit smaller, and then your yellow piece just a little bit smaller, green, blue. This is a great way for children to practice super simple math skills. Sometimes I'll set up a simple rainbow provocation, and I'll just simply put out some cotton balls and a bowl of colored pom-poms, or even these little wooden blocks that you often find at your local dollar stores. And I just ask the children if they want to make a rainbow. So that's always a really fun provocation to do with the children. So I just wanted to share with you some of our weather-themed activities this week. I hope you enjoyed them. I'm Krista with Playing with a Purpose. I'll see you next time.